god.
My name is Anna still.
My name is Megs. My name is Megs. We've been apart for too long.
I know.
It's been so too long.
It's insane because I feel like this is how every episode starts. You've not seen each other for like one day. We're like, it's been so... But now it's actually been like over a week.
Which is insane for us.
It's actually deranged.
It's deranged.com.
Yeah. Get it off your chest, get them off your back. Get your compulsions back on track. Stick it to the strikes, tell them take a hike. Join your obsessive compulsive dikes.
When you live 10 minutes walk from someone, it is insane not to see them.
It really is. Like the fact that we've not snuck a little sneaky 5 minutes.
Sneakily hello.
Yeah,
nothing.
It's wild.
It would take 5 minutes for us to meet in the middle.
Yeah, I saw your car the other day and I was like, they're home. I walked past your car and I was like, I know that you're so close to me right now. And I wanted to go to your house and ring the doorbell.
Yeah.
But it was the day when I had sent a little rude text to you and them. So we were like...
Not rude in a fun way, guys. Rude in a peak way.
Yeah. I wish I could have just gone and surprised you and been like, hello. But I was like, it's just not the time.
It's not the time.
Also, it maybe wouldn't have been, even if everything was fine, it maybe also wouldn't have been the right time. Imagine if you're just like having sex with someone and I'm like, hey!
Luckily my doorbell doesn't work, so I wouldn't have heard you anyway.
No, I'd bang real hard. I'll go around, climb up your window.
On the window.
Hello?
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 I'm outside. Oh my gosh. What's your neighbourhood watch this week, apart from stalking me?
Well, I'm going to start off with saying my little gender of the day, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, it's been so long, I've forgotten about our format.
My gender of the day is... the fun friend in, the funny comic relief friend in a story. There's like the hot lead and then it's the friend who's just like a bit weird. Yeah.
The one that they like pan is like there'll be something happening in the friendship group and then they'll like look to camera and be like, nuggets.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, Ricky.
/ like the personality hire. I feel like they are the same group of friends. The personality hire and the fun friend. They're like the same vibe.
I know all about that.
Yeah.
My gender of the day is like a stencil of somebody who has a job. like a cut and stick it, like a stamp or something.
Yeah.
I just feel like a cog in the machine. If you can't see me right now, get on YouTube and look at me.
Yeah, it looked like you bought this shirt this morning. That's how crisp it is.
It's crisp!
Yeah.
And that's what you call non-brand vanish.
Yeah.
From Audi.
Wow.
It keeps your shirts white, I will say.
Anyhow, Neighbourhood Watch. Let's do it.
Okay, my Neighbourhood Watch this week is I went to South Asian Queer Pride. Yes. It was beautiful. Oh my gosh. It was like exactly what you want Pride to be. It was a room that had like speakers, so all day there were speakers, interviews, some performances. There was another room that had performances, market stalls, like charities in there that you could go and like talk to, kind of like a careers fair but for Pride. And then there was food outside, like traditional food. The decorations were beautiful. It was this whole lovely building. The day was lovely, and we had the first ever queer South Asian Pride procession ever in the UK.
What's a procession?
Parade.
Oh, right. I'm sorry, is there a fancy word for a parade?
Procession. Yeah, I mean, procession, you're like processing, you're walking.
Oh, right. I was like, I want to react really happily to this and be supportive, but I'm like, I've no fucking clue what a procession is.
That's fine.
That is amazing.
Isn't that
It looked so good from the pictures that I saw.
Thank
you
you.
looked so happy.
Thank you. I was so happy.
And you performed, didn't you?
Yeah. So my dance troupe and I did, not that I own the dance troupe, I made that sound like it's mine. No, Bolly Queer.
My dance troupe and I.
My dance troupe that I created from the ground up, you guys. No, it was all so Bolly Queer performed and I'm in that group, so I performed with them. And we did a whole Mendi performance. If you don't know, that's like something that you do before you get married, and it was all like a queer reimagining of a Mendi. It was really beautiful, like a 6-minute piece, and then you could come and watch it, and the room was so full we had to get like half the room to sit down so the people at the back could see. It was really sweet for both performances actually, because we performed it twice. And at the first performance we had like a little family. There were two, well, I'm assuming all this stuff, but visually it's what it seemed like. 2 gay dads, 1 brown, 1 white, and 3 little like mixed race kids, all like under 7. and they all came and they sat at the front and they watched it. And afterwards, the dads brought the kids up and they were like, "Hey, sorry to bother you, but like the kids are so desperate to meet you. Like they loved your performance." And I was just like, what do you do with that? That's like life-affirming moment. Like that's going to be one of my favourite moments of my life forever.
Do you remember what that feels like, right? When you were a kid and you're like...
Oh my goodness. I don't even know if I was like aware of my queerness as a child. But I think obviously because these kids are there with two gay dads, I think. So I'm
but
like,
also
they must
just
be...
like admiring a performer and wanting to come up to them and
you're
share
like
that and
so
being
shy.
like, and seeing them as this like magical, really like incredible person, which
totally.
you know that was so right about, obviously.
Oh, thanks. It just makes it, you think, like how worth it all is. Not that I don't enjoy it, I love doing it anyway, but then it's like that's why we're doing it, for that feeling of like elation. And they came and watched the second performance as well. Like they came back and watched it. It was hours later.
Oh my god.
It was so sweet.
What did the kids say to you?
They were all so shy, but then once I started talking to them, they got chatting a little bit, just like kid stuff, and then they showed me a dance like they had.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
I can't wait for like flash forward 15 years.
Oh.
When these kids are like professional dancers and they reach out to you and they're like, you inspired me.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
They were the sweetest. Oh my goodness. It was so affirming the whole day. It was so special to be around like South Asian queer people in a really great way. No one was like, I don't know, no one was too much of anything, as in like no one felt like they were too much of something or not enough of something. It was so, I mean, that's the power of community, isn't it? There was so much love in that room, in that building. It's my best Gamehood watch ever.
Yeah, it sounds it. It sounds so lovely.
Thank you.
I wish I was there.
Me too. I should
Why
have invited
did you invite me?
Sorry, it was like I have had literally one of the busiest fortnights of my life, and I didn't tell anyone really apart from the vegan and one of my other friends who we haven't got a name for yet.
Well, should we give them one?
Yeah, let's give them...
Who is it? Whisper to me.
What about the runner? Because they are an amazing runner.
Okay, yeah, let's go for it.
Okay. What's your Gamehood watch?
Oh, I have so many bits and pieces,
Okay,
right?
I love this. I love it. Like a buffet.
Yeah, like a big fat buffet. I want to start with just an honourable mention because today, if you had forgotten, is the last day that Mercury is in retrograde.
I had forgotten. You asked me that. Did we already say that on the pod? You messaged me out
last
of the blue.
week. I was like, when is this gonna end?
Tell that bitch bye. Oh my god, I'm so ready.
And it's been a wild ride for me. That today is really peak. That today is gonna be the last day over Retrograde.
Why would you make plans like that on today?
Yeah, I didn't really think it through. I've also been up since 4:30. You know.
Okay.
It's just I'm also due for my period in like 4 days. Like it's the worst timing to have like any serious chat or any like you know. But
for context, Anna's having a serious chat after this.
But you know, here we are. Anyways, what's been happening during this Mercury retrograde for me? It's just been rain and trouble.
Raining trouble.
No, but in all seriousness, like. Everything's being very chaotic. I've been super tired. I've been questioning all my life's choices. And then to just round it off, last night was just so trippy in like a weird way. I was walking home from the station. You know, there's a long road from the station to my house. Yeah. That is like mostly dead at night.
Yeah, it's horrid to walk down.
Yeah, there's like a car every 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. And suddenly I walked down.
Oh my gosh.
I'm standing suddenly face to face with this old woman who's pointing at me with her full finger. And she goes, "You!" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh, can you help me over the road?" And I'm like, yeah, of course.
To be
and
mugged, like...
Yeah, I was
literally.
Like, I understand that you're like an elderly woman, but you know, I don't know you. But obviously I'm like, I'm not going to be like, no.
Fuck you. Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah. And then she grabs my arm and she goes, "I'm just terrified of the traffic." And I'm like, there's not a single car around. What traffic are you terrified of? I'm like, yeah, ha ha ha. I walk her across the road. She starts asking me like what I do. She tells me what she does.
How long is the road?
It's
to get across. It's 7 steps last time I checked.
Yeah, and she is walking pretty quickly. And also she was stood completely by herself before we started crossing the road. Once we've crossed the road, she lets go of me and grabs onto the railing and then starts walking, like, holding onto the railing. But she's really sweet, and then she's like, thank you so much, and I'm like, yeah, no worries. And I see her, like, walk along the railing, and I start walking away. And then once I'm, like, 10 meters away,
Oh,
she turns and she screams at me, are you married?
What on earth?
And I go, no. And she says, good for you. And then she adds on, live in sin.
What?
And at this point, I'm like, she knows something, you know? Also, because I'm so tired, because I've not been sleeping very well the last week. I've been averaging on like 4 hours a night.
Oh my god.
So I'm also like feeling like I'm in a dream most of the time anyways.
Yeah.
I walk back home, I get a text from a random number. I'm like, who is this?
It's her.
That would have been brilliant. Alas, it's not. I'm like, who is this? I look at the text message to see if we have any texts from earlier.
Before.
And it's a girl that I went on one date with 3 years ago to the day. And I'm like,
What?
so insane.
Mercury just went through your fucking back crumbs of your cupboard. What is happening?
Insane. And I'm like, oh my god, asking me out.
Oh!
3 years later.
It's your anniversary.
So fucking crazy.
Oh
And I was like, this is too much
you
for
reply?
me. I haven't yet, because I was like, I'm overwhelmed. I gotta go to sleep. Anyways, my other bit of Gayborhood watch was that I went to... I know.
Can't believe it's still
Really,
going.
everything's coming out here because,
Jeez.
you know, that's what happens if we've not seen each other in a week and a half.
Yeah, this is
Because,
true.
like, I will tell you about every single interaction I've ever had.
Oh, we have OCD. You can't leave anything out.
No, so now we're just, like, backlogging so much. Anyways, I went to see Ashley Gavin when she was in the UK.
Who is the host of We're Having Gay Sex, the podcast.
Exactly, that I've been listening to for ages and ages. So it was wild to go and see her live. What really threw me was the audience.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, I'm ashamed to say it, but I was ashamed to sort of be associated with the audience.
What was the demographic of the audience?
Like, 19-year-old weeb.
Oh! Oh my...
No, not fully. That,
goodness.
like, a lot of that, but it was also, like, 20-somethings, 30-somethings, like, random people, but, like, a lot of it was that. But, like, also in a way that it was, like, in a very Gen Z way, and now I'm saying it not as a zillennial. Listen, I get to pick and choose when I want to be what, and that's the beauty of being on the cusp. They were, like, heckling in weird moments where it just wasn't, and they just, like, wanted to be heard. I'm like, I understand that you're over, like, the TikTok generation, but, like, you shut up and you laugh, like, you know, what's happening here?
At the end of the day.
Yeah, and everybody was like, it was also like a very pick-me-girl vibe of the audience. People were like, like laughing so weirdly and loudly at different points, like hoping that she was gonna like point out their laugh or something. And I'm like, oh my god, just like enjoy the show. You don't have to be like noticed.
You don't have to be noticed. Do you know how many people need to hear that, us included? You don't need to be noticed. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Let's all just take a second. Group meditation. You don't need to be noticed. Breathe
You
in,
can.
breathe out. You don't need to be noticed.
You can just be a part of the universal spirit.
Exactly.
You know, our universal consciousness that we all share.
Exactly.
Just like over the waves, babe.
Yeah.
You don't need to be up on that stage. You can just sit there and observe.
Because your stage is elsewhere. There's
Yeah.
times in your life you're on the stage. Don't get on someone else's stage.
No. You can go to a show and you can appreciate it. And if you feel an inherent need to, like, be part of the cast suddenly, or, like, go up on stage or be part of it, be special somehow, think about that. Look at that in yourself. You
Why?
know?
Why?
Why? Coming from two performers.
Coming from two people who've started a podcast that you're listening to right now.
Why are you guys so desperate for attention? That's
Sometimes
what I want.
You need to learn to shut the fuck up, okay?
Yeah.
Anyway, back to us and our podcast.
Yes. Anyways, that was boring. So, me.
me. For Click Screen this week, we watched Anne Plus, which is on Netflix, so it's very accessible.
Yeah. There is a quote, there is a thing that she says in the end of the film
Yeah.
that I literally rewinded 5 times to get word for word.
Oh,
And it's a very short
whoa.
sentence, but it's just my OCD was like, what's that exactly? Was there a there in there? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, let me just get that right.
Exactly, got to get it right. Otherwise, for some reason, the wisdom won't seep in. It has
Exactly.
to fit exactly square peg, square hole.
Exactly. So it was my OCD, but also mixed with my ADHD. So like every time I went back, I got distracted at the exact same point and I forgot to listen.
What was the quote?
It is, the best investment you can make is in new memories. It's so basic.
Oh, Anna! For goodness sake.
It's such an obvious thing,
Yeah,
but I think
it's so powerful.
yeah, and I think it's something that I need to relearn like every 6 months, you know?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I
that.
learn it and I'm like, I don't even need to take any pictures and I don't need to progress in like all areas of my life. Sometimes I just need to hang out with people I love and laugh, and that's what's going to fuel me in the long run. And then I forget it, and then I learn it again, and then I forget it, you know.
It's so like that. Like, there are so many lessons that are exactly that. Like, life's always in cycles. I was so hard on myself for so long about stuff. You know, when you like get in the mood to do something and then you end up doing it loads, you sort of get... I think it's a neurospicy thing as well, but I think like everyone gets this, where like you kind of get addicted to doing something. Like either it's like having a really healthy breakfast, or it's like running or journaling or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And like I will like do that for so long, and then suddenly I'll be like, wow, I haven't done that in like 3 months. And then
Hard relate.
yeah. So but then like, and I'm always like, oh, I stopped. Like I give up everything. I can't do anything. And then I'm like forgetting, number one, all of the habits that I've got that I haven't stopped doing. But then also the fact that like I'm always just like, life just goes in cycles. Like I was on an uphill thing. I was at the top, and then like now I'm in a downhill bit of the circle. But not that it's negative. It's just like I'm just not doing that at the moment. But I'm gonna swing back round. Like the circle never stops.
Yeah.
Of every
Also,
habit.
some habits are useful in some periods of time.
Definitely.
You know, I remember because I had a meticulous thing for like the last few months, couple of months, where I was like, I had a checklist every morning that I needed to like write a gratitude list, write down how I was feeling that day so I could do it to track my period, meditate, do this, that and the other, and I had like 10 points or something on that list. And I did them all every single day, and then I would beat myself up if I didn't. And then like I saw like on my fucking The Pattern app or something, it was like, let go of habits that are no longer useful. I was like, oh, it's actually okay to do that. Like if I don't need that right now, I don't have to do it. And if I get to a point where I'm stressed and I think it's because I've let go of these things, well then just start doing it again.
Yes, that.
You know, it's
So
really
true.
that simple.
That
and I
is a
think the
great-
power of letting go of it is stronger than like, I think that's where you maybe give into compulsiveness if you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it, even though you can feel that it's maybe
You're
not
not.
even that beneficial.
The best investment is in new memories. So good. Really
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm so glad I
Oh,
spent all that time getting that.
I know that was
quote
probably like
exact.
15 minutes of your life.
Yeah. What I wanted to say about this film was that I thought it was like one of the most accurate representations of our lives as we live them today.
Today.
Yeah.
Completely
For like
agree.
queer people in Europe.
Yeah. And I've also never seen a film that's like about sort of 29-year-olds. That, do you know what I mean? Like when...
I feel like there are loads, but like loads of straight films.
Oh,
I think.
yeah, I think maybe I'm not thinking about them. But like, I
No.
feel like everyone's like at uni age or just leaving uni, or like they're sort of like 35-year-old or ambiguous adults that are just like have jobs and like we have no idea how old they are.
Yeah.
But this is exactly about the sort of people who are like just sort of early career, like not really knowing, like nothing's really set. They've not got lives that they're like, you can't give up. Things are sort of transient. I just think it's fucking beautiful. I love this film. It's my favourite film we've watched.
It's so good, actually.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
I have 4 things to say about it.
Yeah. I was just going to be like, and it's set in, and then I was like,
Amsterdam.
The Netherlands?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, you know what? I listened to it obviously in Dutch, and then I thought, I wonder if you can understand this because it sounded so similar to Swedish to me.
I mean, it comes from the same, like, language tree. I think we have, like, there's, like, a few words that are, like, similar. But, like, not at all close enough for me to be able to, like, actually understand what they're saying.
Right.
Except if they're, like, precisely or something. Like a rogue word like that.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
oh my god, it's the same. But that's about it.
That's okay. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
My 4 things to say. Number 1, oh my god, Lou. I can't get over Lou.
No, of course you can't. It's your type to a fucking T.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So hot.
Yeah, so hot.
So hot. And I rewound like 3 or 4 times the part when, I can't remember, they were on a date. I don't want to like spoil too much. But then the other character said something and then Lou like was like, with that eyebrow. And it was like, I replayed that like 3 times. I was just like, oh my god, excuse me.
I think you're lucky though, because I have a strong feeling that this actor is like the same person in real life. I obviously cannot know that.
Yeah, but it's giving typecast.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
Agree. Oh my god, I just love it. Again, I don't want to spoil too much, but when they like take their shirt off,
have to watch this film.
you have to watch it.
Yeah, you actually
It's
do.
homophobic if you don't watch it.
Yeah.
When they take their shirt off, and then there's like a moment, because they've had top surgery, where like you don't really know what the other person's going to say because they've got scars. And it was like just a moment of sort of awkwardness because the other character's not like super communicative, give or take. Then they like just look down at the scars and they look back up and they're like, hot, right?
Yeah, brilliant.
So brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely
oh
brilliant.
god.
I'm like, are there people who are that like
Sexually
emotionally mature, secure in themselves in all areas of their life? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I'm just laughing because I was like, are there people out there that are that sexually confident? You were like, emotionally mature, well-grounded. I'm like, yeah, that's what I meant to say.
No,
yeah.
but all of it.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing... This character doesn't really have any flaws.
Yeah, well, there's me. If we're naming people...
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Actually, I can't really argue with that, to be honest.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I love to hear that.
Yeah.
Careful or I won't fit my head out of this room. It's so impressive. So that's Lou, number 1. That was point number 1.
Yeah. My head is just, like, turning my head this much is just becoming a real... Or
Just like sit like this on the... Maybe we should swap sides every other time so like we don't have...
We really should. Also, people can see other sides of our face. That maybe would be nice.
Show the other side of your face. If you can't see us,
This
look
is how
on
we look
YouTube.
from the other side.
Should we try and have a conversation as if we're talking like this?
Yeah.
Oh my god, let's have a conversation like this. Can you edit it so that it's cutting it off and we're looking at one another?
Yeah, okay, yeah, I can try. We need to look straight ahead.
Right, so I've lost my point. Okay, no, I can't do it. I have to look at you.
Okay.
You're my muse. Who the fuck wears, on a date that you're trying to fuck someone on, a grey t-shirt?
I don't know, I think that's kind of hot. You just
Don't
went
piss
for a
me
very simple...
Don't piss me off. A grey t-shirt.
Sorry, if Lou was wearing that grey t-shirt.
No.
Still no?
It's really icky to wear a grey t-shirt on a date.
Okay.
Like, not even like a crop, like, tight-fitting t-shirt. Maybe that would have been hot. But like a mottled grey, loose, fucking clinging t-shirt. I feel like you've come straight from what? Like...
The gym. I like the fact that she doesn't care. I like her style. She just wear like hoodies and bomber jackets.
Yeah,
She's very like millennial who like got a bomber jacket in 2016 and she just never got
let
rid
go.
of it.
Yeah, 100%. Which I back. The hoodies and bomber jacket, fun. But like literally just wearing like a fucking V-neck grey t-shirt. Are you kidding me? On a date? On a first date?
Yeah, fair enough.
You wouldn't.
I think...
You know you wouldn't.
I don't have any great t-shirt, Megs.
That's because they're disgusting.
Right.
Yeah, that was
Great point. Let's move on.
Point 3. Point 3 is, I loved the sex scene with like the blurry kind of boobs. It wasn't like, I didn't feel like I was like super, it was sexualizing. I was like, I'm witnessing them. I almost felt like, oh, sorry, I should give you your privacy. Not like, oh, you're performing for us now.
Yeah.
It was just
it felt very, very real, very naturalistic.
100%.
The only thing that didn't feel real was how quick she came, but then they made a thing out of that she came quick, so I was like, you saved this because you want to make it look real, but you can't make
a whole thing.
You can't make this like look real. You can't make like AFABs having sex be real without it taking time.
Yeah.
Unless you make a point out of that it happened quickly.
Yes, agree.
Oh
God, it's so good.
I also really, really enjoyed the acting so much. It was all very naturalistic. It was good. I felt like the life was very... I think it's because even though we've had representation in other forms, like, Crush is brilliant, but, like, that's just not real.
Yeah, exactly.
This is like...
real.
This is real. This could have been a documentary.
Yeah.
And also, I've got to go to Amsterdam.
We've got to go to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
And I want to have that friend group.
Yeah.
How there for her the friend group is incredible.
Yeah, and something that's beautiful that I really want, that is like a thing in Copenhagen and Amsterdam, is you can bike everywhere.
Yeah.
That's just the dream, really. And also, it wouldn't be as expensive to have a flat. So imagine we have nice flats. We don't live out in the outskirts of Amsterdam. We live like a bit more central. We can like bike to each other. And we can like bike and meet by the fucking river.
Oh, we're going.
Yeah. I think we might have to move there, Megs.
I think we are. Oh, I don't know what my fourth point is about this friggin' movie.
Was it about them in drag? And how
Yes!
they spoke about it?
Yes! It was! Thank you! Oh, God. Thank goodness we have the same brain. The drag sequence, living.
Beautiful.
It was perfect.
And the lead with the confidence all of a sudden. I'm like, that's the actor who's like actually super fucking confident, which the character isn't.
It's amazing.
Who's just bringing it out, and I was like, ah!
Yeah.
You're making me
the first time I
blush.
watched it, because I had to watch it twice, obviously. The first time I watched the sequence, I didn't realise it was them, her.
Really?
Yeah. And then, because it's so different, the energy is so different. And then I was like, what? I went back and watched it, because afterwards, when she's got a bit of glitter on her face, I was like, sorry, what? I thought that was like all of... I don't know, I just sort of thought it was a segment. I didn't realise it was all of the people.
Yeah.
But I thought it was some of them.
Right.
Obsessed.
No, it was the gang.
It's the gang.
And I'm like, why don't we do that?
We are. Obviously.
Yeah. I've been wanting to try drag for so long. Also because, like, I know that this jawline is going to look so good with a beard.
Banging.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I've been wanting to do it for ages. And I've tried to do it myself. It's just so much harder than you think.
That's why we need to use the community that we're in. We need to, like... We know so many drag queens.
We really do.
Yeah. I forgot to say, on the weekend, I also went to Top Surgery fundraiser, and there was a whole like slew of performers. So many of them were drag performers, and it was so good. Really good. I wish I could remember their names.
Yeah.
But go and see some drag performers.
Yeah.
They were wonderful.
We'll plug them at a different
on a different
time.
occasion. Yeah, exactly.
Shall we move on?
Yes. Let's roast the rainbow.
Let's roast that rainbow. Oh, also, guys, please subscribe to the YouTube.
Tell your friends about the pod. Share the pod. We will just appreciate it a lot.
Yeah.
And also...
Even though at the end of the day we're doing this because it's fucking fun.
And it's good.
Yeah, it's good. Roast the rainbow. We've got a Raya profile, so...
Raya!
Oh, no.
We're moving up in the world.
We're moving up.
This person, would you like me to hold it?
Yeah.
Has jumkas in. Traditional Indian or traditional South Asian jewellery.
Full stop. I thought you were going to say something else.
I was just taking in this picture because actually visually this is a lot to take in. Okay, I'm just going to reel off my first thoughts.
Go on.
Shiny, exciting, intimidating, serious.
Yeah. Too cool for me, definitely.
Yeah.
But possibly the absolute opposite.
Yeah, possibly it's all a smoke show. A smoke screen.
Yeah.
This is a picture of a person. A selfie. It's a really lovely selfie. Amazingly flattering eye makeup, but like dark liner, like sort of smudged out black eyeliner. 2 slits, like symmetrical, 1 slit in each eyebrow, an overdrawn sort of like lip stain, pinky red lip, half up, half down hair, and a shirt that seems to be just cut out like a collar. It's only a collar of a shirt over a white vest.
Yeah, and a septum piercing.
And a septum piercing. And drawn on or natural freckles, I can't tell.
It looks drawn on, I will say. It's giving artsy.
It's giving
28.
just a little bit younger than us. Okay.
So just a little bit older than us.
Just a little bit older than us, but it's giving... Because, like, I feel like young people draw freckles on rather than go outside and get them.
I know people who draw on freckles who are older than me.
Well,
I
this is one of them.
I think this is a person who defies style choices being age appropriate. That was meant to be like a nice thing to say. Does that sound incredibly cruel?
This is a person who defies styles choices being age restricted. What did you say? Yeah, appropriate. Yeah, I would say that is a shady thing to say.
I don't mean it that way. I meant like, because I don't think there is such a thing as dress your age.
No, agree.
So I'm like, you dress however the fuck you want to, and you do whatever style that you think suits you.
Yeah. This style does suit them for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I've just scrolled to the next picture. This is, okay, number
They're
one.
an artist as well, we should add in.
Okay, they're an artist.
I think that really informs everything.
That's true. I think, good points about this. You're showing me that you have exciting nail varnish choices and you have short nails. Number 2, very nice rings. Number 3, very nice hair. Like, I really enjoy, like... Did you just hear my tummy?
I did, yeah.
Oh my god, it's still going.
As I was zooming in on the hands, because I need your opinion on those desperately.
Not loving the hand. But it's so far away from the camera, it's hard to know. Yeah. I'm willing to, like, reserve judgment. This person is gorgeous. Can I just say, like, facially beautiful.
Yeah.
Amazing eyebrows. Love your hair. It's like my old hair.
They're doing the exact same face, which is like, I'm a bit bored of you, disinterested. It's giving too cool for you.
Yeah. Which is so impressive. In a fur, black and yellow, like artificial fur, black and silver studded jacket. And, as Anna's just zoomed in, and a blue, khaki and like light green army print top, camouflage top.
Yeah, and it's a mirror selfie and they're doing a little kissy face and a peace sign up in the air.
I'm here for the fact that this person is unapologetically themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, next picture. Oh, cute. I literally have that.
This.
Yeah, same. They have 2 earrings in, and one of the earrings, I have those exact earrings. Fun. Another sort of South Asian style earring. I like this picture too. It's kind of, it was on film. It's a picture of...
It looks like they've taken a picture in a photo booth, and it's black and white, and it's been printed. It's like 4 in a row kind of vibe.
Yes.
And they've taken a picture of the last of them, where they're just like looking to the side, down a little bit. Still very like expressionless in the face. Still stunningly gorgeous.
Very much
Same
so.
hairstyle. Yeah.
Yeah.
But lovely. Best photo so far. I would say this should be the first one.
Do you? No.
Oh, okay, kidding.
I don't think it should be the first one. Only because it's black and white and it's like a picture of a picture. I think you should definitely lead in with, like, this selfie.
No, I think the first one is a good first one. Yeah. I changed my mind.
I think the first one's a good first one, but then I would prefer the next one, if you do smile in life, to be a smiling one. Maybe you just don't. Maybe you're one of those people who, like, doesn't smile, you know?
What?
But this is like that one we had last week when it's like, there's not I don't know if you have teeth. The second one, I think we need like a different... Hey! Okay, this should 100% be your second photo. This is the coolest outfit we've had so far, I think. They're like leaning off, looking to the side. They've got brown lip liner on, a denim hat covered in rhinestones.
Yeah.
A white...
Very Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears.
Honeybee.
Yeah.
A white tank, obviously, and a yellow like shoulder bag. And you can see they've got jeans on that have a white belt as well.
Here's the thing, I can't believe that you would judge them for drawing on freckles and saying that that's things that people younger than us do, but then, like, a denim hat with rhinestones is, like, the dominating styles choice for everyone between 19 and 23.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody in a denim hat with a silver
With
rhinestones. I don't
Where
think
do
so.
you
Live 10 minutes away from me, love.
Yeah. Where do you exist in the world?
Yeah.
This is like the style.
Okay. Got it. Hats, 100% yes. Denim hats, yes. But not with, like, some snake of silver rhinestones on.
Really?
I don't think so.
It's like Ed Hardy comeback.
I don't even know
crack.
who Ed Hardy is.
Oh my god, you're so uncultured. It's interesting. We will have very different views of this profile because I think I am, like, more informed into, like, this world that this person undoubtedly lives in.
Yeah.
Whilst you're a bit more of an outsider in, like...
Yeah.
In, like, a white, crisp shirt.
I've worn this white crisp shirt one time.
It's because we are both 26. No, you're 27 now.
Yeah.
But, like,
You grew up in the city.
Yeah, that's probably why.
100%.
So, like, I am not the in crowd, but I know what the in crowd looks like. What you look like, but you look like the in crowd, like somebody who just landed on planet Earth, and you're like, what the fuck are you wearing?
Yeah, exactly. I don't have the context to be like, oh yes, I see that you're, like, doing this cool thing that everyone's doing. I'm like, you look like a fucking mess. But you don't look like a mess in here. You look fucking great in this. I love it. I'm really obsessed with, like, in the inner corner of your eye, you've done, like, a fucking cobalt blue bit of matte eyeshadow, and I'm obsessed with it. I think it looks so good. People with brown eyes that wear blue eyeshadow, we're ruling the world, I will say. Not that I've got blue eyeshadow on, but when I do...
You better watch out.
Oh my god, we had very different reactions.
Yeah, I just thought, like, what a beautiful, beautiful picture. You were not happy.
The next one, no. What it does look like is a still from a film I've literally watched. So, like, it is... you are technically stunning. You're so beautiful. Bone structure, just, like, hair, skin, so clear. Like, lovely. The gold jewellery is doing bits. I just think, like, this is exactly what I'd expect from a Raya profile.
Yeah, I mean, it's giving you beautiful, you're cool, you're probably successful, but, like, are we gonna laugh?
What are we talking about?
Yeah, what are we talking about?
Because, like, I want to see...
Are you gonna be able to take the piss at yourself, or
is it gonna be like...
Exactly.
Oh, the next photo's another...
passport photo vibe.
Yeah, but it's like, you've already done this. You've literally already taken a picture of some, like, Polaroid pictures, now you've done it again. It's like, we get it. Fucking hell, you know how to use film. Jesus. You didn't invent a fucking photo opportunity. No, what do you call it? Photo
and also, as an artist, they've strategically placed it on top of, like, a DJ
like
deck.
sound mixing.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a bitch, but I am.
No, be a bitch.
I'm finding myself being one. Because as well, obviously, if I ran into this person in the street and they were jokes, like, I would love to get to know them.
Yeah.
Like, on any level. Like, I'm not trying to be nasty. It's just that, like, I do think it's a bit, like, I know that I need to seem cool for other people to like me.
Yeah, it's so out to be unapproachable, I feel.
2024.
Yeah, I also think that
out.
I have, like, been in circles with people who are unapproachable. I've been, like, in relationships with people who are unapproachable. And it's just, like, not a vibe.
Yeah, there's a reason it's unapproachable.
Yeah.
It's just like, why not just be like, hey, why not make your profile so welcoming? Well, maybe you're not welcoming, so you don't want to, like, give a fake impression.
But,
maybe
like, what are you looking for? Like, are you looking for somebody to be like, oh, wow, you're so beautiful and cool? Or, like...
Or do you want someone
to, what do you want?
Okay, next photo. Okay, we've got a different hair choice.
And we've got just the tiniest hint to a smile.
Tiniest.
Yeah.
It actually is.
Like, I would never say that it was unless it wasn't the closest we have ever gotten. Yeah.
Again, I mean, yeah, you look great. What more do you want me to say?
Yeah, your skin is dewy as hell. Like, you obviously...
What the fuck is this crocheted scarf? Sorry, we need to come to that in a minute.
It's giving the same vibe as all of the other ones. It's really hard, actually, in this profile specifically, to go through each photo and be like, what is this giving? Because it's like...
Yeah.
consistently just like...
Just a little down angle, casual, whoops, I just took a selfie by accident, but oh my god, it looks so hot, but it took me an hour to actually take this. I think the thing is, when you try and act casual, we all know it isn't. So just, like, own the fact that you're
I feel like
this
this is the person that could gaslight me into thinking it was, though.
And you'd be willing to hear it.
Yeah, they'd convince me that they were, like, this just, like cool being who just, like, has never fought in their life. Do you know what I mean? And I'd go on believing that until, like, they dump me, and then, like, 3 years later I'll be like, oh my god, that wasn't true. You know what I
mean? The knitting crochet scarf. I think it's crocheted, but it's a little bit. No, it is. It definitely is.
You really can't let go.
I can't let go of it because it's like 100% like giving the vibe of like, I don't know how to word this. You know when rich people started shopping at charity shops, and then they like made that fashionable, and then people who actually need to shop at charity shops can't afford to shop at charity shops anymore because charity shops are now too expensive.
Yeah.
It's like the appropriation of the working class thing. Like, you can afford to not have this, like, hand-me-down looking scarf. But, like, you're wearing it in, like, a way to be like, yeah, like, I'm just, like, you know.
I'm sure they, like, made it themselves or something, and they're going to listen to this and be like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, true. They probably are.
Saying that my scarf.
I think it's because, like, I grew up with things that, like, weren't ideal in terms of, like, they weren't, like, my first choice fashion-wise because, like, that's all we could afford. And, like, I got teased so much for it. And it's annoying now, like, to see all these, like, people who... I mean, I'm not saying you definitely do have the means, but if you're on
you have
Raya,
no idea. Realistically, disclaimer, we have no idea what this situation... Their
financial situation
like,
is.
socioeconomic situation is.
Yeah, 100%.
Whatsoever. And it might be different, like, yes, they're on Raya now, but, like, they might not have been born on Raya.
Yeah, true. And maybe this is actually genuinely their fucking, like, nanny's scarf that they've handed down. Who knows? Maybe I'm just getting het up about this, but I think it's because it's everywhere right now. Like, people looking like I did when I was young, and I got, like, no end of hearing about it. So it just annoys me. I mean, this is also not
like
this
me
person's
with the
fault.
anime.
Yeah, it is.
Fuck you guys.
But, yeah, I think this just triggers that thing in me that's like, there's no need to prove how down to earth you are. If you're down to earth, it's just going to come across. You don't need to show me that, like, you are happy to wear a crocheted green, white, black, and another shade of green, random sort of stripy crocheted tiny scarf.
Right.
Just smile in, like, one of your photos, then I'll know that you're, like, fun and quirky. You don't need to do that with that scarf, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like
we move on from
I feel like we should move on, but have I summed it up enough to, like, be
For sure.
No, but I mean,
I'm gonna have to wade through like 15 minutes of Meg's on the scarf.
Okay. I just want to give a full picture of my opinion rather than like...
I think I have fully understood where you're coming from.
Great.
So I would give our listeners the same sort of...
benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, to be like, they probably are clever enough to understand. Your point has probably come across.
Okay, great. Yeah. Sorry, I just accidentally, while you were doing that, I just scrolled to the next one.
Oh, go on.
And I'm in shock. Would you describe this, please?
It sounds so rude that we're laughing this much, but it's just because it's an action shot of them. It's from above. It's an action shot of them running on the street, looking up, and they're completely blurred. It looks like they're running away from like a crime scene. We've just caught them in the action on the CCTV, and on top of that, they're wearing leg warmers and Uggs. And, you know, if I saw this when I was 11, I'd be like, I can't believe my style choices are still relevant in the year of 2024.
This is just like, I don't understand. It's literally like someone's leant out of a first floor window. Like, not even that high up, just a first floor window, but like leant down. And all it is, I wish we could show this photo. All it is the pavement, and a completely blurry thing. The only thing that's in focus is the double yellow lines of the road and a drain. And they're looking up, but they're not even looking at the camera still. They're still looking down, like away from the camera, but just up with their head.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm suddenly panicking a little bit because I'm like, what if this is like a picture of them from like their friend's photography art exhibition? Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
Their friend's like a photographer. Like, I'm just spitballing here.
Yeah.
Like, in
I
what way
believe it.
could we offend somebody? How...
Well,
You know what I mean?
You know, art, number one, art is meant to start conversations. It's
No,
certainly
for sure.
side one.
Yeah, for sure.
Number two, if this is an art piece, lovely. It's not a terrible photo in and of itself. It's just incredibly rare to ever see a photo like this on a dating profile.
In fact, I kind of like the photo. I think the bizarre thing was just all the like serious photos with like a deadpan face looking like too cool for you, swiping to an action shot of you just running.
Oh my god, it's the last photo!
Yes.
Wow.
Just a little, I guess it's a little way of saying, catch me if you can, probably you can't.
Probably you can't. Probably
No.
I'm literally not even listening anyway.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
probably if I am for a second, I'll run away. It's giving avoidant. And as a switch who leans towards anxious,
You're ready to run. You got your
I'm
jogging
ready
shoes
to
on.
run after you.
Exactly.
Love me. Listen, I would probably like this person solely based on the fact that they're fucking gorgeous, and that they seem arty as hell. And if they had like the tiniest bit of chat when we started, it's sad with this, right? Because they don't have any prompts or anything. They don't have any. So I'm like, I literally just have these pictures of you looking artsy and beautiful, and that's it.
I think, okay, if your personality is super serious and like you just kind of want to like create content with someone, this is perfect. If you want to have a little bit of a laugh and like you're kind of easygoing, maybe you're a bit shy and you just like wanted to seem kind of cool, I reckon have a few more injections of just like fun, light-hearted, approachable photos. Especially when you're so stunning, it's like, I think how beautiful you are already gives you that kind of unapproachable vibe anyway, because like everyone's going to be revering you.
Yeah,
so
God,
you can be
that's
super...
the only reason I'm so funny, because I want people to, dare come up to me.
Yeah, to dare to top you.
Yeah.
So the rest of it is kind of like you're doubling down on a theme.
Yeah.
You're already literally stunning.
Unless you get, like, you're insanely good at makeup, I have to say. What I really respect is the slight difference in shade on the upper and lower lip on this first photo.
Yeah.
It's literally, like, almost unnoticeable, but it's still noticeable.
Yeah.
It's giving Kim Possible.
Whoa, yeah. Your makeup and everything is beautiful. Obviously, I want to see your art now as well.
Yeah.
But I do think, as a dating... This almost should be, like, on your website. Your photos on your website. Because I'm like, that's professional yet interesting. But, like, for a dating profile, I have no idea who I'm going on a date with.
Yeah. For sure, I see the sort of brand as an artist.
100%.
But you're looking for love here, baby.
Looking for love.
Yeah. And you can't advertise your heart in the way that you advertise your face.
I wonder if there's more...
You can't advertise your heart in the same way that you advertise your art.
Very good. Well done.
Thank
Gold
you.
star for you. Is it that you can't write anything on Raya? It's only photos? Or is it they
I
just haven't
think
sent
you
us?
can. I've never been on it, but my friend was in. I think she wrote some stuff. I don't fucking know. No. I remember. She said she was like, you can write, but like nobody does.
Oh, fuck off!
Yeah. And she's like, so I kind of don't want to write anything because nobody else does.
Okay,
write
I
a bio.
understand the group pressure, but I think
Yeah.
guys...
But equally, I'm like, you guys are just all too cool for each other, so like nobody's gonna match.
It's going to literally
Imagine being a lesbian on top of that.
So I'm just going to say that. It's literally like lesbian unapproachability for each other squared.
Yeah.
Like, I hope that...
Maybe
basically
it
this
almost reverses that way. Who knows?
True, maybe... No, it doesn't. It
it
only
doesn't.
compounds. Look at this profile. Because as well, like, does everyone just think they're better than everyone else? I'm not saying this person, but if no one writes anything, then they're like, everyone just thinks, oh, well, they'll think they're too cool for me. Because no one's being open and vulnerable.
Yeah. Or Is this whole too cool for me thing something that we are just projecting because unconsciously we feel lesser than?
Yeah. 100%.
Food for thought.
Food for thought. And
Probably
it's just
not,
feeding
though.
into it. It's probably... No.
Probably not, though.
They're probably just all
Yeah,
alone.
like,
No, I don't know what
completely
I said.
realize that you do not need the attention, just go to the show and watch, and, like, other people are, like, not too cool for you, you just feel lesser than. Totally not talking about us at all
Totally
whatsoever.
not talking about us.
So,
Also,
yeah.
you need to cut out the part where I just said you're a load of underneath what you said.
Oh, well, maybe what I said was good, in which case it's gonna stay there.
Cool. I really hope it doesn't.
It's so good to be back.
Now, please open YouTube, subscribe to us. Go leave us a review on Spotify or
Yeah.
Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah.
Go to our TikTok, please follow it. Please like things. This is honestly going to be 1 minute of your life that's going to change our lives. And
It
then
will.
therefore yours.
Yeah.
Circle of life, baby. Let's go Simba on this bitch.
Yeah.
Um,
Too cool for you.
Next week, which is the final episode of season 1. So next week we're saying fond farewell to the format as it is. We're going to make
Yeah.
some little changes. Come back for season 2. It's literally going to be a couple of weeks and then we'll be back with you. We just
Yeah.
need to do a whole load of reinventing. We wanted to step it up. Season 1
Yeah.
has definitely been about trying things, seeing what works. And season 2 is going to be coming in so strong. You're going to love it. We're not changing a whole load. We're still going to be the spirit of OC Dykes.
Yeah. We're
I'm
just going to
excited.
give us a little bit of time to, like,
Finesse.
sort out, iron out some kinks and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Strengthen
And
our relationship.
next week we are going to be watching Love Lies Bleeding, which is obviously a big 2024 sapphic film. We've been edging this for so long. We've been desperate to see it, but we were like, it has to be the finisher of season 1.
Yeah.
So watch it if you want to. If you want to come with us, message us. Oh, no. Yeah, you will hear this. I was going to say you won't hear it in time, but you will.
No. We would have
Well-
watched it yesterday, so don't bother.
So watch it, and then we will be talking about it. Can't wait to hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
And we love you guys. Thank you for an incredible season 1. I mean, we're going to do like more of a summary of season 1 next week.
Yeah, and more of a proper farewell for now.
Yes.
To make sure that you all come the fuck back.
Yeah. Have you seen that sign that's like hot bread inside now? And it's like meant to be advertising. Or it's like hot panini inside now. And then it's advertising hot paninis in this restaurant. But then somebody tagged it, like someone posted it and was like, what's hot panini done? Because it's like, hot panini inside
No.
now! Yeah. Listener, inside now. Right.
Right, we've been Obsessive Compulsive Dykes.
I've been Megs.
I've been Anna. Now go do some affirmations in the mirror, meditate, I don't know, connect to the divine or something.
Yeah.
Because your ego needs to die.
Your
quite
ego,
frankly.
the ego death journey is upon us all.
Yeah, and please just start now. For the love of God.
Yeah. We love you.
Yeah. Peace out. I
A-Town.
thought you were going to be peace
Whoop,
out.
whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah.
We're not too cool for anyone.
Get it off your chest, get 'em off your back. Get your compulsions back on track. Stick it to the strikes, tell 'em take a hike. Join your obsessive compulsive dykes.
Only I'm too cool for you.
I really wish. Bye.
Every fucking time.